By this time last year, I had set goals. I was motivated to start. I took some actions and then I quit. If that was you, do not worry, because in this video, I'll be sharing with you some of the simple things that I've done to transform my life from being a quitter to an achiever. And this is not just about setting goals, right? This is about setting processes. This is about taking daily actions. And this is also about creating a vision that you want to see yourself achieve. Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is B, and this is the place where we talk about personal growth. We also talk about productivity. We talk about achieving our dream selves. And I'm trying to build a little community of like-minded people who are trying to actualize visions for themselves. If that is something you're interested in, do stick around, because in this video, I will be sharing with you how to have life resets. A life reset is a refresh of your life. That is pausing things where they are right now. You want to look back at your previous goals. You want to reflect upon them, what you achieved and what you did not achieve. And you want to be intentional about setting new goals. And the reason I'm having a life reset is because last year I had a burnout and I did not achieve most of my goals because I was very low energy and I was very unmotivated. So this is the point where we bring out the big book. I call my journal the big book, and we want to reflect on our previous goals. We want to see what worked and what didn't work. And there are some key questions to ask yourself to be able to properly reflect on the previous year. The first question you want to ask yourself is, what were the key events that happened in your life? And the way I did mine was I listed the months of the year from January to December, and then I wrote about the key events that happened in my life. And this is where journaling and documenting your life comes in, because you can look back at your journal and look back at your photos app and then see all the key events that happened in your life. And the next question you want to ask yourself is, what were the major milestones that happened in your life in the previous year? For me personally, I had a major milestone, and that was to move to a new city, and it has been an amazing experience thus far. The next question we're asking ourselves is, we want to list all the challenges we had last year. So all the challenges that we had, we want to list them. And I listed some of my challenges because I had a burnout last year, and I was able to properly list down some of the challenges that I faced. And the next question we're asking is about relationships. So what were your relationships like? How did they grow? How did they not grow? Just want to reflect on those and write them down. The next question we're going to be asking ourselves is about professional growth. So how did you grow in your career? How did you not grow? Were you stagnant? What did you think, happened in your career in the previous year? And you can just journal about that. And the next question we're going to ask is about what lessons you've learned from the previous year that you're taking into the next year, so you can properly plan and properly create and set intentional goals. And the last thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be gratitude journaling, and that basically is just writing all the things that we're grateful for in the past year. No matter how sad your life is, there's always something to be grateful for. So you want to write about all the things that you're grateful for, and with that, you've done a proper reflection of the previous year, and with those answers, you should be able to properly set goals for the coming year. So I'm on Notion right now, right? And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the goals that I set for last year, and I'm going to walk you through them and tell you if I did achieve them or if I did not achieve them. So the first goal was to relocate to a new city. This was actually a necessity, so I had no other option. So yes, I did relocate to a new city. The second goal was to start content creation. I did not start content creation. I did a couple of B-roll here and there. I did a bit of documenting, and I wanted to post them, but I really did not start posting them. Get a new job. I was burnt out last year, and I just thought to myself, it's going to take a lot of energy to start a new job, so I did not even bother myself starting a new job. I skipped that one. Learn how to swim. I made inquiries about swim schools, but I never actually got to swimming, and that's where you have to be very intentional about setting your goals. The next one was learn how to do makeup physically. I was going out a lot last year, so I did learn how to do makeup physically, so that was something I did. Learn how to drive. I made inquiries, but I never really got to it because I just got too busy and I really never made time to learn how to drive. The next one is start a business. Start a business is kind of vague because, what business? I don't know why I wrote that there, but I never got to start in a business at all. Join a music group. So I do UI UX design, and that's one outlet for my creativity. But I wanted something else, that wasn't a job, but I could be creative as well. And I just love singing in a group with a group of people, but I never actually got to start this. And the next one is start exercise or yoga. I did do that because I'm very health conscious, so I started going to the gym and it's been amazing so far. Start therapy. I started therapy. I did it for 2 months. and then I quit because I don't know, the techniques were just not really translating for me in real life. So I think I need to like find a new therapist, or find something else doing. Try a new activity every other week. So I did do this because I was working 9 to 5. I was working all day during the weekdays, and then during the weekends I actually would go out, try something new. That was fun. Budget, save, and invest. No matter how low I get, I'm always going to budget, I'm going to save, and I'm going to invest. So those are basically the goals that I set for 2024. Some of them were not very actionable, some of them were vague, and I really did not have any action plans to achieve those goals. And that's what you want to do. When you're trying to set goals, you want to set action plans as well that will make sure that you can achieve these goals. This year, I have a new and improved system for organizing my life. The first thing I did was to Google life categories and then choose 5 areas of my life that I would like to focus on. If you want to learn about how to achieve your goals without stress, I linked the video right there. After choosing these 5 categories, I went on to Notion because I use Notion to organize my life. So I'm on Notion right now, and I have written down goals for each of the categories that I chose. So I wrote for personal goals, health goals, financial goals, relationship goals, and career goals. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over this view to a table view. And right here, what I want to do is I want to add tags for each quarter of the year. So I want to look at each goal and ask myself, what quarter of the year do I want to work on these goals, or what quarter of the year do I want to start working on these goals? So the first goal is to go to career focused events. This would probably be like a Q2 or Q3 goal. So I'm just going to put the Q3 tag so I know that, okay, I'm not focused on this goal right now, it's a Q3 goal. And the next one is improve design process. I know that I want to start that in Q1, so I'm going to choose a tag Q2. And the next one is be consistent with content creation. This is going to be a Q1 tag because I want to start that right now. And after that, I'm going to fill out all of these goals with the relevant quarter tags. When I'm done with that, I am going to filter these by quarter. So I'm going to come here, click on quarters, and filter by Q1. And when I come here, what I want to do now is I want to write down daily actions that I need to take to achieve each of those goals. So for the first goal, consistent with content creation. So the action can be, I want to script my videos on Fridays and I want to film my videos on Saturdays. The second goal, be consistent with going to the gym. The daily action there can be like, oh, I want to go to the gym 5 to 6 p.m. on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Okay. The next goal, read 12 books, can be like, oh, I want to read for 30 minutes every day in the morning. So that's a particular action I can take. The next one, journaling every day, can look like, oh, I want to journal, I want to fill a page of my journal every single day. So that's a particular action I can take. So I'm going to write out actions for each of these goals so I know exactly what I need to do to achieve each of these goals. So I am a very visual person, and the next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to create a vision board. And how I'm going to create the vision board is I'm going to go over Pinterest. I'm going to search images that actually match my goals. I'm going to copy them and move over to Figma and paste these images and organize them based on the different areas of my life. You don't need to do this. You can actually use Google Slides to organize and create a vision board. For example, one of my goals is to be consistent with the gym. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to Pinterest. I'm going to search for probably black woman at the gym. I'm going to scroll through and choose an image that actually speaks to me. I'll copy that, paste that on Figma, and then do that also for all of my goals. And I grouped them by categories, and I also added a bit of inspirational quotes here and there. And at the end of the day, my vision board looks something like this. And the last thing I will do is I'm going to use my vision board and I'm going to use it as my screensaver. And the reason for this is whenever I open my laptop, I can actually see all my goals in one place, so I do not lose track of any goals that I am not currently working on. And there you have it. That's how to have a life reset. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel as I'll be posting new videos every single week. If you want to learn how to achieve your goals without stress, click on this video right here and I will see you all next week.